Hey y'all, today I want to talk about probably one of the most important things about catfishing, and that's tying knots. And I'll show you the three knots that I most commonly use. Without further ado, let's get right into it. We'll talk about the Snell knot first. Now I'm using some yellow braid just so for visibility, so you'll be able to see what's going on. But we got our hook here, A dot triple threat, and we got our braid. We run it through the eye like so. Give yourself a good tag in here, like that. Then hold your tag in on top of your hook like so. Then you take your other end, wrap it around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I come around for a half turn. You want them to stay nice and tight like that and even. Bring it around, hold it with my finger, take it right back through the eye like so, through the back side of the eye, and then you have it like this, and then you pull it tight. And then there you have the snell knot. I don't commonly tie a snell knot in my braid for catfishing, but I do tie a snell knot in my braid for my pack bait kit. But that's how you tie the snell knot. That's the snell knot when both ends of the line are available to you, like when you're using a leader. Works out really well. This is my favorite knot. All right, now let's move on. Now we'll talk about my version of the Palomar. Here we go. We take our line, make ourselves a nice big loop like so, and then you run the loop through what you want to tie it on. In this case, it's a big swivel. Then you tie a square knot, just an overhand knot, pull it tight. Then you open up the looped end like so. Put your swivel back through there, bring it back around, and then pull your tag in and your main line. Cinch it down tight. That is my most commonly tied knot. It's never failed me. I love it. And then you just cut off your tag in, you're good to go. That's my version of the Palomar. Now we'll use the other end of this, and I'll show you the other knot I tie. Now this is usually what I'll tie my leader to my swivel with, especially if I have spooks and rattles and all that kind of stuff hanging on my leader and I don't feel like feeding it back through the Palomar loop. Then I tie this knot. And it's just my version of the clinch knot. So I run my line through, bring it around, run it back through again. That's 2 times. Give myself a good tag in. See how I got that little loop on the end of the eye right here? Right there. I'm going to hold that between my thumb and my first finger. Then I'm going to take my tag in and I'm going to wrap it around my main line 5 or 6 times. I'm usually tying it in like 80-pound monofilament, so 5 or 6 is plenty of turns. Now I'll take my tag in after I've wrapped it around and I put it through both of those loops. Grab a hold of my tag in, pull my main line down tight. There it is right there. That's the 3 knots that I most commonly use in catfishing. I haven't had any of them fail me. I'm sure some of you guys out there probably have some better knots that you'd like to use or better ways to tie than the ones that I use. If you do, feel free to let me know in the comments. But I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Share it out there, trying to get my channel to grow some. And until next time, I hope you guys get the opportunity to get out and get you a good one.